Let's get started. Maybe a little bit of background. So my story is about brand solutions and how we help brands to win online. And we started this already a little bit a while ago, 1.5 years. But especially with this platform strategy, Zalando, and we announced in the beginning of this year that we really want to evolve from a classical retailer into a platform. This now shows that how much potential is in here. So the team was founded, as said, 1.5 years ago, early 2014, and the first products actually launched now 3 months ago in April, and this is what I'm going to show you a little bit more about, so what we are actually doing. And I mean, it's, we already heard a little bit before from another company how important it is to show brands a little bit more emotions on the site, so how you can actually work with them and bring them closer to the customer, and that's what we're really trying to achieve here. The main difference is that we now are building products, and especially my team, products for brands. So it's basically B2B. And originally, Zalando comes from building products for our end consumer, and this is what we mainly did for the first 5 to 6 years. So we really had to shift a little bit our mindset to completely understand a new customer segment. And we tried then to apply the same methodologies we used in our early days. And what was very special about our early days is that we were really a startup starting in a very, with a very small team. Oh, okay, here. Yeah, maybe I skipped that picture. So this was our first warehouse. This is our first customer service. Bernie here. And I mean, the idea is that Bernie actually started as an intern, and the first job he was given was to set up our customer service. And what I just want to show you with that is that we were just a very small team, so that everybody had to do everything. So we learned a lot of things. So we did our own fulfillment, delivery, in terms of that we talked to the DHL guys personally, that we did our own content production. So we had only one meeting room where we shot our first pictures with one working student who was with a hobby photographer. Then Bernie came in and set up our customer care. Didn't have a clue how to do that before, so he bought a couple of books and learned how to do that. And the idea was that everybody really got in touch with the customer process. So really, we learned from talking to the customers to really getting very close. And that's actually what we now try to apply again while working now with a complete new customer target group, our brands. So we try to understand, okay, what's their strategy and vision, and also what are their daily operations. And the main difference is that from a typical customer, they want to have mainly fun, they want to get a value out of that. But if you're working on a B2B platform or working with B2B customers, they really have assets to protect, and they want to earn money maybe with that. So that's really a different kind of energy which is flowing around. And so what we did was we also visited our customers now in that sense. So we visited a couple of brands we worked very close with. So we pointed out some test brands, and we went to their offices, so really where they are working. So we also invited them to us to test some things, some new prototypes. But mainly the important thing was that we got out of our building and moved into theirs to really get in touch. And so basic results were, of course, a lot of ideas. And what then finally came out of that were basically 3 products. So 3 products where we say, okay, this is very important, where we now can help the brands to win online actually, and really publishing their content, their assets on the Zalando platform to be completely independent. So first of all, the first idea was to give them a brand shop, something where they can build their own online flagship store on the Zalando platform. So just this here as an example. But the more important part here was that we want to actually give them the power to do it completely on their own. So not just give them the consumer side, but actually also give them their own tool in the hand and give them the possibility to rearrange things. I come to that in a minute to a little bit more details. But equally important is that they also get the data, so that they understand what actually happens there. So that's not just, okay, this is the tool, and here we get to your customer, but they actually can learn out of that they can improve, and then they can get more value out of that in the future. So that's really important. Okay, so a little bit more into the details. The brand shop, I said it already, we call a little bit as an analogy to the online flagship store. So this is really what we want to give here the brands, a place where they can tell their story, where they can work with their campaigns they already have, or they want to now really put on a 360-degree angle here, where they can show and present their newest styles and really give the customer the full potential of the brand and really show it in a complete way. And we have a couple of features for that. So, I mean, you can just add basic teasers, so images, but we also have videos already here. We have this nice feature we call Quick Buy, where you can put on the full outfit as a brand, and you really can select the individual items and can rearrange that on a very frequent basis, so you can actually put on new styles every day and also check together with the data what works best and what not, and really work on the best customer experience here. Most important is for us, we're operating in 15 European markets and on all devices. So it's important that a brand who sets up their brand shop just don't want to have this be done in one country, but it has to go live in every country. So the idea is that we build something which is so easy to internationalize, and on the same way also to move on to all the mobile devices, that they can just do it in a very easy way and don't have to wait or don't have to set it up separately for every device or every country, for some other systems, how it works there. So this was really important for us, that it's also done in a very easy way. And how to do that is really to put the brands in the director's seat. So that's, for us, the most important part, that we believe that the brand can do that much better than we do. They know their brand, they know what kind of story they want to tell, and in the end, they also have much more time for doing that instead of just letting us do their work. And I mean, we tried that in a very manual prototype before. So a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago more, we started to do that on a very manual basis. So we set up the first shop completely on our own. So we just put a team there and we talked to the brand, okay, what do you like to have online? Give us your assets. And then we arranged that. We had some HTML programmers. We put it online. And in the end, the whole process took about 3 weeks from just setting up the first structure, but then it had several loops in terms of, okay, is this the right asset? Is this the right material that doesn't fit in there? We have to rearrange that. Then the right assets have to be shot by the brand. So in the end, it took us more than a couple of months to really have an ongoing process for every individual brand shop. So we believed, okay, or we realized that we need to do something different. And that's why we thought, okay, we need to give the whole process into the hands of the brand to empower them in order to do so completely on their own. So the idea is here really to give them something very easy. So again, it pretty much looks exactly like the brand shop, but you have some tools around it where you can easily drag and drop. You can click on the items, and I have a video at the end which shows it how easy really it is. But we set ourselves a goal. So coming from this couple of weeks until some months, we really want to set ourselves a goal that it's possible to set up a brand shop within less than 15 minutes. So if you have the material, you can really start right away. You can just simply, we use this, I mean, it's a little bit a buzzword from the 90s, what you see is what you get, but actually it really works for this kind of purpose. I talked about the international setup and the mobile world, so it's for us, it's now just one click to push it to every channel, so it's automatically done to push to the mobile world, and just by, we call it a simple cloning feature where it's in the end easier than copy and paste, where you can publish it to all the countries we have. So in the end, we tried really to make it as easy as possible, and the most important feature in the end here is that the brand is the actor here to actually put this live. So you have the possibility that we check, or we need to check in the end the quality, but we give the possibility to decide on the timing when to publish something, when to put something live into the brand's hands. So for example, we have this feature, for example, where you can use it in terms of there's a big event. Yeah, like let's take this fashion week, and the new brand comes out with a new style, and they present it, they announce it, and they want to immediately push it to all the channels they have. So on their own online shop, in their offline world, maybe they have some stores, they want to put it there, and in the same sense, in the same minute, so to say, they can publish it also on the Zalando platform, so that they really can give their customers a 360-degree angle here on the whole brand experience. And the most important part, as I said, is also to understand what works here really, so that we give them a simple dashboard, give them a couple of indicators what really worked while the last update worked. So for example, you see directly, okay, I publish it then, and what happens afterwards. You see the basic numbers in here, so that they really can understand, and in the end actually can start with different campaigns and can, in the end, our goal here is that they can also do their A/B testing kind of in the same way like Zalando does it in a very professional manner. Okay, so as I said, we made it as easy as possible. That's the idea. So we prepared a little video just to show how it works. And here it goes, hopefully. That's an overview. The brand can now select the template they want to use, so we provide already some templates so that they not have to think about, okay, what's the best way? Maybe they have a storytelling campaign, maybe something special. They can select, okay, for which target group it is. For example, for women, then they select the country. And then they start from this template. And they can select from the digital assets they have. They can easily put it in there. They can, as you can here see, they set the links, they enter the categories they want to link to, they enter the site. So, and an easy part here is they don't have to select the right sizes of the images. They just can upload basically their rough or their raw images they have, and they can select the right size and completely on their own. Then we have this feature, Shop the Look. I mentioned it. We also call it the Quick Buy feature, where you can put on a full outfit in there. So you can select from the images you have, put in the products in here, and then you can select what kind of products you actually want to enter here. So this is where we can, in the end, really be fully in charge on how the customer experience happens on the Zalando platform. Okay, so the goal was to help brands to win online, and this is the first step. As I said, we launched it in April. We're now roughly 3 months live. We already now published with more than 40 brands, and we now have more than 500 brand shops all over our platform live. So coming from just a couple of 10s, 20s brand shops we had just 6 months ago. We're now more than 500 all over our platform. So this really shows how we can do that. And the goal is actually that we give this to every brand we work with, and in the future to provide it to all of our platforms, so that bloggers, stylists, so that all over the fashion world can really take part of the journey on helping our customer experience together with all the styles and the fashion we have on Zalando's platform. Thank you very much.